top 10 most valuable companies in the world. Since the beginning of 2022, the financial markets have entered a correction, and several countries in the world, including the US, have entered a recession. This has caused incredible volatility in these companies' valuations. However, to study these companies, we will use the valuations from January's ValueToday.com report, so we can compare it accurately to the 2023 report. Which companies will be dethroned this year? Welcome to the Finance and Luxury Company. Number 10. TSMC. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, TSMC, may not ring a bell, but it's the world's largest semiconductor company in the world by far, making this one of the most important companies in the world. With its headquarters in Taiwan, it exists a geopolitical risk due to China threatening to invade Taiwan and create a world monopoly on semiconductors, and leaving the West vulnerable. Besides that, TSMC's technology is unrivaled as being the first foundry to provide 5nm production capabilities, the most advanced semiconductor process technology available in the world.
TSMC has some very tremendous pricing power. They're really the only ones that can offer these very advanced nodes. They're way ahead of Intel, they're ahead of Samsung, they're ahead of Global Foundries. TSMC is the only place to get these things.
The 68-year-old CEO, Mark Liu, has a PhD in electrical designing and software engineering. Everyone agrees he is the man for the job. We can simply look at the company's stock since he took office, and it's valued at $640 billion US. Number 9. NVIDIA Corp. NVIDIA Corporation is famous for graphics, 3D graphics cards, and drivers. Even though many of you know the company by now, you probably wouldn't know that it's the 9th biggest company in the world. NVIDIA is leading the way in AI computing. NVIDIA's GPUs simulate human intelligence, powering systems that can perceive and understand the world. Jensen Huang, 59-year-old, has a master's in electrical engineering from Stanford. Between 2010 and 2015, NVIDIA's growth was mainly stagnant due to market saturation. But this changed in 2016 and 2017, when the cryptocurrency industry exploded. Also, he has partnered with companies like Tesla to diversify his clients in other markets, as well as produce products special for the AI and deep learning. This has paid big time and even made Jensen a multi-billionaire. As of 2021, NVIDIA has 18,975 employees, and it's worth $679 billion US. Number 8. Berkshire and Hathaway. Berkshire Hathaway Inc. is a USA-based conglomerate company, better known for its famous CEO Warren Buffett. Not a surprise really to see this one on the list, but maybe this will surprise you. Did you know Buffett purchased his first stock back in 1941 when he was only 11 years old? What were you doing at 11?
Investing in yourself is the best thing you can do. Anything that improves your own talent. So nobody can take it away from you. That doesn't mean everybody should go to college, but it does mean that any way you find to improve. Communication skills are enormously important. I mean, I took a Dale Carnegie course that I paid $100 for, and it was worth a college degree.
This company has been a very safe and reliable investment for many decades. Many say that their returns lately have been low and that it's a boring stock to own. Maybe, but I'll leave you with this image because it says more than 1,000 words. Berkshire Hathaway is worth $711 billion. Number 7. Meta, or better known as Facebook, is the world's largest social media network. After Google and YouTube, the next biggest internet portal in the world is Facebook. As on March 2022, Facebook has 2.93 billion active users per month. WhatsApp and Instagram companies are acquired by Facebook. And it's also a relatively controversial company.
Between the people at the top of sort of the elite spectrum and the rest of the population, where the people at the elite spectrum are making the metaverse, but their kids aren't actually in the metaverse.
Right, like Steve Jobs didn't let his kid use an iPad.
Exactly.
Now the company has changed its branding and it's pivoting to the metaverse. Would you guys like to have Mark Zuckerberg as the leader in that industry as well? Meta has 83,553 employees and a market value of $922 billion. Number 6. Tesla. Ah, yes, Tesla. My favorite on the list. Tesla is the most advanced electric car company in the world. But it's not only that, it's also the leading company in robotics. As well as the best tech in solar panels, battery cells, energy storage products, etc., Tesla is of Elon Musk's primary focus, but he also owns SpaceX, Neuralink, Hyperloop, and other companies to expand and help humanity reach the next era of civilization. The company every year surpassing expectations by number of cars sold and decreasing production costs, which has made the company stock explode in the past few years. This company was only created in 2003, and it's already worth more than $1 trillion. That's more than several of their competitors combined. Number 5. Amazon. Amazon started in a garage in 1994 selling books online, and it's now Amazon.com, the world's biggest e-commerce portal. Amazon sells electronics, mobiles, laptops, dresses, toys, and whatever the things in the world associated with price you can find at Amazon.
Long term, I believe that it's very easy to predict that there are going to be lots of successful companies born of the internet. They're going to have very large market caps and so on. I also believe that today, where we sit, it's very hard to predict who those companies are going to be.
Amazon stock did cross that magic price, 20, 50, and 27 cents for a moment there, which means it crossed that $1 trillion market cap.
Amazon is present across the globe. Amazon made bank especially in 2020 and 2021, and sent the stock exponentially high when the world was forced to move online. The company is valued at $1.6 trillion. Number 4. Alphabet. Alphabet Inc. is the parent company of Google. Alphabet has presence in technology, life sciences, investment capital, and research by having a stake in many key companies within these industries. Google is by far the world's biggest search engine.
Google is more than a search engine. We are a global company that's committed to building products for everyone. That means working with many industries, from education and healthcare to manufacturing and entertainment. Even as we expand into new markets, we never forget our American roots. It's no coincidence that a company dedicated to free flow of information was founded right here in the US.
This company started in 1995 after Larry Page met Sergey Brin at Stanford. Larry is worth around $103 billion, while Sergey is worth $100 billion. The stock, naturally, has been one of the best performing tech stocks since its inception. Google has 156,500 employees, and the company is worth $1.82 trillion. Number 3. Saudi Aramco. Saudi Aramco is an oil and gas exploration, refinery, and trading company. It's officially the Saudi Arabian Oil Company. In 2019, the company offered its first initial public offering, IPO, and it's raised $25.6 billion.
Begin with Saudi Aramco, though, a strong public debut after raising a record $25.6 billion in the IPO. Shares jumped on the open, the maximum 10% on the stock exchange in Riyadh, limit up. As a result, the state-owned oil giant is the world's most valuable company, listed at almost $1.9 trillion. That's about 6 Exxons.
Aramco's net income increased by 124% to $110 billion in 2021, compared to $49 billion in 2020, making it one of the most profitable companies in the world. Aramco produces 11 million barrels of oil per day. The majority of the company is owned by the Saudi royal family, and it's worth $1.889 trillion. Number 2. Microsoft Corporation. Microsoft is one of the earliest tech companies in the US, and it's still one of the most valuable in the world. Founded by Bill Gates and Paul Allen in a garage in 1975, they quickly became industry leaders.
When I went to college at Harvard, I was still dealing with that. Am I going to work on this computer side, or maybe I'll just go work in economics or law and do what I thought of as a more normal pursuit. So I was always mixing back and forth, and it wasn't really till I dropped out and started Microsoft that I declared where my focus would be.
Windows operating system was revolutionary for every industry. It became standard use everywhere. Now, it provides other services like enterprise applications, CRM applications, Bing search engine, and technology solutions, as well as cloud computing technology solutions. The stock has had a tremendous run since it IPO'd. Microsoft has market value of $2.35 trillion. Number 1. Apple. Apple is the most valuable company in the world. It started in a garage in 1976 when Steve Jobs hired some people to help him make and sell computers. Now, they sell high-quality luxury products to the masses.
Every once in a while, a revolutionary product comes along that changes everything. And Apple has been, well, first of all, one's very fortunate if you get to work on just one of these in your career. Apple's been very fortunate. It's been able to introduce a few of these into the world.
Smartphones, laptops, personal computers, tablets, smartwatches, wearables and accessories, and music products. Apple stock has one of the most impressive runs in history. Do you own this stock? Apple has market value of $2.82 trillion. Which of these companies do you think will not be in the top 10 in 2023, and why? Tell us in the comments. And check out this amazing video we prepared for you. Cheers!